Everyone, and welcome to the week ahead. We were seeing high volatility in the market, especially following the headline that Pfizer and BioNTech COVID vaccine is almost 90% effective. So this headline just impacted the markets, and we're seeing a better risk-on sentiment with Dow Jones and mainly stock futures rising to new highs, especially Dow Jones and S&P record highs, and gold losing ground, falling to almost 1900. We're just going to cover the movements or the market movers of last week. Continues the COVID-19 second wave and its impact on the economic recovery. It was affecting the markets. However, currently the headline over the vaccine just supported risk sentiment, and we're seeing some reversals on the trades. U.S. elections, definitely last week it was the top market mover, especially with the delay of the announcement or the delay of final result since the battlegrounds were just the race and the battlegrounds were just so tight, and finally Biden was announced the president on Saturday. So this also had an impact. We witnessed already the markets kicking off the week on a stronger note, and this continued with the headlines regarding the vaccine. Reserve Bank of Australia monetary policy meeting also affected the market since the bank just lowered interest rates 0.1 from 0.25, addressed further easing measures in order to support the economy. Also, Bank of England added asset purchases for a total of £895 billion to support the economy, especially following the announcements of further lockdowns. The United Kingdom is in a lockdown following soaring cases in COVID-19. However, this could change in the near future with the final following the news over a vaccine. Federal Reserve monetary policy meeting. The Fed kept everything unchanged, so policy settings were unchanged almost, and the market didn't have much of a move. And the U.S. jobs report showed that the U.S. labor market continued to recover from the pandemic. So this was also supportive to partial risk mood. So these were the key movers last week. Today, I repeat what was behind the current move that we're witnessing in the markets is the headline from Pfizer and BioNTech. The late-stage trials showed that the vaccine is 90% effective, and this is just boosting investors' risk appetite in the market. We're going to highlight the top economic indicators to come out during this week. It's a bit shy on the economic calendar. We start with tomorrow from the United Kingdom, the average index, the average earnings and unemployment rate for September, and the claimant count change for October. While moving to the Eurozone, the German ZEW economic sentiment is expected to drop for another month, falling to 40 amid lower or a deteriorating outlook following the recent rise in COVID-19 cases. So the German ZEW economic sentiment is expected to come in at 40. Jobs opening from the United States also to come in at 5.59 million. Moving to Wednesday, it's almost shy. We start with the Reserve Bank of New Zealand monetary policy meeting. There are no expectations for any change in policy settings, and ECB President Christine Lagarde will be speaking on the day. On Thursday, it's very busy on the day. The second reading of the first quarter GDP from the United Kingdom, expectations of 15.8 reading. Manufacturing and industrial production showing slight expansion, better than August reading. Bank of England Governor Bailey will be speaking. Also, industrial production from the Eurozone is expected to show expansion in September by 0.7%. Moving to the United States, Consumer Price Index month-on-month for October expected to rise by 0.2%. Initial jobless claims to come in at 738 versus 751. And weekly crude oil inventories also, which showed a huge decline of almost 8 million last week. And also, President Christine Lagarde will be speaking again along with Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. On Friday, also the second reading of the third quarter GDP from the Eurozone will be out. Expectations of 12.7%, similar to the preliminary reading. Producer Price Index from the United States for October also expectations of a rise by 0.2%. Michigan consumer sentiment to tick higher towards 82 from 81.8. And we end the week with the big Bank of England Governor Bailey speaking again. So any comments from central bankers over the path of monetary policy, this could impact the market. With the current headlines from Pfizer and BioNTech, maybe the central banks will be a bit more cautious and they would wait ahead of taking some further steps to wait for the developments on how the vaccine will evolve. So this could ease the pressure on central banks. Now we're going to move to the MetaTrader 4 platform to do some technical analysis on the latest market moves. First, we start with the euro dollar. Mainly currencies didn't have much of a move following the results, so following the announcement, the headline, but gold and other stock indices, they were under impact. So if we go to the weekly chart, we had a very bullish weekly engulfing candle that tends to a further extension of the move to the upside. However, we've been stuck on the bigger picture. We've been stuck inside a certain consolidation range between 116 and 120. This is the bigger picture on the euro dollar. So this is where we are now. If we just go closer towards the H4, you see that the market is stuck inside a certain consolidation, a smaller range currently. So we can just draw this area that we've been trading in here, which is almost a support of 1849, almost slight resistance near almost 19 levels. So this is a 50 pips range that we're trading at. A further decline below the support could lead to a drop towards 1790, and on a bigger case scenario for a stronger dollar, we expect a fall towards 1610 again. However, on a bullish momentum for the dollar or a continuation of an upside move, definitely we need to figure out or pinpoint the previous stops near 1960 and 20. The range 1960 and 1960 and 1.20. It's a very important range, especially that following the rise to this price range earlier. We've seen some officials from the central bank pointing to the negative effect of a strong euro on the economic recovery. So these are the key levels if you are trading the euro against the United States dollar. Moving to the British pound against the United States dollar, almost on the bigger picture, same formation. We're trading slightly higher, but still on the bigger picture, we're in a tight range between the previous high I mentioned, almost near 132 and 129, 128.50. So this is on the bigger range, almost 350 pips range. We're still awaiting some news from the Brexit talks between the United Kingdom and the European Union, but still there is no development or a serious development for reaching a trade deal. So these are the key levels for the British pound against the United States dollar. A further extension to the upside could trigger 32.70 ahead of a bigger rally towards 35, but definitely for a stronger rally we need some guarantees or some movers, bullish movers for the British pound. Could be any announcement of a development towards a deal over trade. And on the smaller picture for the downside or for a bearish scenario, any drop below 30.70 could trigger a further downfall towards the 130 psychological level, and then 28.50, 29 support area. Moving to the dollar against the Japanese yen, it soared following the announcement of Pfizer. On the bigger picture, we're trading inside the channel, and we were stuck almost at the bottom side of the channel ahead of the result. So this is almost on the bigger picture. We're in a bigger consolidation, bigger channel. So you can see here how this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 moves. On the smaller one, if you just go clearer to this chart, you can see that we had another channel inside the bigger channel. So that's it here. Almost this is the channel that we were trading at, and the head of the headlines we were trading at the bottom of the channel near almost 1370. But then with the bullish movement, the bullish headline or positive headline from Pfizer, investors dumped safe haven currencies, among them the Japanese yen and the Swiss franc, and we've seen the dollar recovering against these currencies, rising to almost 104.9 currently. So watch out for any break above this trend line. It's a very important and valid trend line, since we've been trading at this trend line since almost June. So watch out for any break above it to lead to further appreciation of the dollar against the yen towards 106 level, and after that towards the 107 area. So this is on a bullish scenario. On a negative scenario, we definitely need to watch out any break back below 104, which could lead to a retest towards the recent low of almost 103.15. So these are the key levels if you are trading the dollar against the Japanese yen. The dollar against the Swiss franc, almost safe move. We are seeing a pullback in the dollar against the Swiss franc, so slightly closing into to the 90 level. it's less less strong than what we were seeing on the dollar yen, but still it is significant. So watch out for any break back above 90, 91, so level, since it was a key level previously. So you can see here it was a support, and then another support turned into resistance, support. So watch out for some selling pressure to be coming ahead near 91 level. And on the bigger picture, we have to highlight 92, the previous resistance zone, and on the bearish scenario, 98, 89, 80, or the 90, 0.9 psychological level. So these are the key levels if you are trading the dollar against the Swiss franc. Moving to the Australian dollar, commodity currencies were a bit bullish, but as I said, currencies didn't have much of a move following the announcement of Pfizer and BioNTech. So we just were able to trade slightly higher, but back towards the 73.20. So we were trading inside this range, 73, 72.40, and we were able to trade higher and closing towards the previous high of almost 73.40. So found resistance exactly at the 73.40. Any further bullishness or a jump in risk on sentiment or risk sentiment could lead to a retest towards previous 74 top, while a drop below 72.40 could trigger a further downfall towards 71.50. The New Zealand dollar against the United States dollar is bullish on the day. You can just highlight this channel that we've been trading in, and we're currently just approaching its upper bound. And the further bullishness on the pair lead to another retest towards the historical high reached in late December 2018, early 2019, which is almost 69.40. So this is a key target for traders, while another bounce or drop back below 67.50 or even 67.30. So this area between 67.50 to 67.30 could lead to a further drop towards the lower bound of the channel and a bigger correction to the current move. So this is for the New Zealand dollar. Dollar against the United States dollar against the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar was among the best performers following the headline, since oil rallied strongly towards above $41 per barrel. So the Canadian dollar was one of the main gainers in this move, and it dropped towards, so the dollar against the Canadian dollar dropped below 129.50, reaching its lowest level since December 2019. Almost January 2020. So currently we're just targeting new levels near the previous bottom near 27.90, 28.50 also could provide some support for the pairs, while any reversal back above the 130 psychological level could trigger a further testing towards the 131 zone. So this is just could be one of the levels you have to watch out for. So I'm just going to repeat. The zone of 30, 80, 31 is key, but definitely first, also the 130 psychological level is expected to have some selling pressure again. While on the downside, if you just go closer or a bigger look, you can just highlight previous bottoms reached in 2018, among them 28.80 and 27.90. So these are the key levels if you're trading the dollar against the Canadian dollar. Gold is having a massive sell-off following the headline. So if we just have a closer look to see what happened exactly on gold. So we have almost this triple top long rising wedge formation, reversal, and then we had this in the headline. That was a significant break, and we were able also currently, so the first drop was towards this trend line, and now we're trading back below it. So what you need to highlight is the previous support zone. So first, what comes in as 1873 as a significant support. Earlier, definitely we had 1880, which was also a key bounce to the price. But the main, the final and the main rally or the main area would be between 1848 and 1860 at this area, which supported the prices or supported the rally for a couple of times. So these are the key levels if you are trading gold or looking for some levels. But since it's definitely obvious for traders the sell-off that's taking place, so watch out for catching a falling knife. So this is for gold. Any reversal back above 1900 could add some positivity, but still on the bigger picture, the headline of the COVID-19 vaccine is just weighing on gold again. So just if you're looking for places maybe to resell, watch out for any retracement back to the trend line near almost 1905, 1906, and on the bigger extension towards 1916 or 1930. So these are the key levels. Watch out for price action near them. This is for gold. Silver, we highlighted this channel, and the market exactly reversed from the top side of the channel. So the market rose exactly to this point, and from this point we started a downside move. So watch out for 2260 in terms of a key support area. Over any reversals back above almost 25.50 could be another bullish rally to silver prices. The Dow Jones, which is almost closing into the 30,000 level. So if you draw this channel, we're currently for the past hour trading near this channel, almost near 29,900. So you can see 1, 2, 3, and exactly we're currently trading at the 4th level. If you're just going to highlight the coming levels, you can just combine the previous 3 tops, which could trigger another retest towards 30,400, 30,500, which could be the next possible resistance for Dow Jones, while support could be built near almost 29,000, which is the previous top, and almost 29,200. So these are the key levels if you are trading the Dow Jones. This formation, watch out for any break above 30,000. Definitely 30,000 is a big number for the Dow Jones. Watch out for any price action near the 30,000. Oil prices rallied sharply to the upside. We're currently approaching the previous highs, so we were trading below the consolidation of almost 39.40, but on the break we're now entering this consolidation range again. It's between 39 and 40. Any further bullishness on the pair could drive towards further gains near almost $43 per barrel. So these are the key resistance levels to highlight. Note for the week, while any drop back below 39.20 could trigger further downfall towards 37, but still we need movers for this reversal to happen. The market is enjoying the headline from Pfizer, and the risk-on mood is just prevailing in the market. So definitely we need like solid movers or solid drivers for the market to reverse trend. So this is all for today's session. If you have any questions, please write them down. I'd just like to remind you that all the information, news, analysis, and opinions mentioned in this webinar only serve for educational purposes and shouldn't be taken as a signal whether to buy or to sell any financial instrument, and ICM doesn't provide any investment advice. Perfect. I believe this is it for today. Thank you all for joining, and have a safe trading week.